So I'm really thinking of the new map is going to be, the mines are going to be built in, and I'm really seriously considering everything else will be place your own. This way you can customize the map to exactly how you want it. And let me check something really quick because I'm buffering and I don't know if it's my phone or if it's my stream. So let me check. Alright, it's not my stream. Let me reset. Give me a second to reset my phone. I don't think it's my stream, but I lost my I lost my stream on my phone, and that's the only way I can see chat. There we go. I think I'm back. The that emergency garbage dump error is some kind of an running Lua error. I would try removing a lot of your non-Richie mods and putting them back in one or two at a time to see what's causing that running Lua error. And I would try removing the orchards first, to be honest with you, because I've not tested them, and see if that error goes away. Norn, thank you for this sub. Very much appreciated. Alright, let me change this back to regular size pallets. But unfortunately, Rob, you're going to have to... I would just remove all the non-Richie mods and just start putting them back in 2 or 3 at a time and see what's causing that error. Because there's nothing obvious in your log that's telling me what it is. But the two that I sent you to remove, those two were definitely throwing errors because it was adding alfalfa into the map, and it was messing with the animal feed husbandry XML. So it was messing with the animal foods. But those are the only two obvious ones that I saw that were causing issues. But there's definitely something causing a running Lua error that's causing your memory dump, but I don't know what it is. Because I haven't even downloaded Papa's orchards. Those have not been tested. Alright, so the only thing we need is concrete. So let me drop these back in the warehouse. We'll find our concrete truck. Because those orchards have to add... There's a Lua script in there, and yeah, there's a Lua script in there, and another XML that adds extra fill types and fruit types into the map because because the fruits are not built into my map. Papa has to add them in through, which warehouse am I dropping these off on? I think right here. They have to be added in through the factory. So the factory is overriding the fruit types and the fill types and the sell point XMLs that are built into my map. So I would try removing them first and see if that helps. And then see if that gets rid of your running Lua error. And if that gets rid of your running Lua error, then you know it's the orchards. If it's not, then you can put the orchards back in and try something else. Alright, so concrete truck. You are sitting here because you've got concrete in you. So this should activate the factory. Let's get you in here. And now you should be active. It is. Alright, so now let me zoom out as far as I can go. And let's go to 2000 speed. Sorry, I'll check chat in a second. I just want to make sure this factory is going to build before I take my eyes off the screen. I'll go back to 1 speed for a second. I just want to check the trigger and see where we are. Alright, so we're 64% built. All of my inputs look good. Alright, let's go back to 2000 speed. We'll go one more day. And I'm just going to go till it's daylight, and then that should finish building the factory. My triggers disappeared because it no longer wants concrete. And go to 1 speed. Now let's check the trigger real quick, or the global company menu real quick, make sure. Alright, project is disabled, it's at 100%, so that's good. So now we just got to put our inputs and outputs in to actually get the factory to run. But since this is the first time it's spawning into the game, I want to make sure nothing's floating. Some guy got his tires jacked. I don't see anything floating. I don't see any weird smoke or fire. Is that 3 days? Yeah, it's 3 in-game days. All my factories are going to be 3 in-game days to build. Sassy one, hello. All right, so let's get this factory fired up, and then we'll check the products on the other factories to make sure that the warehouses are going to work. All right, so let me grab my little truck first. So washed potatoes, sea salt, and onions. Where's my little truck? I know it's sitting over here somewhere. Here it is. So yeah, you're going to need washed potatoes. So make sure you have some washed potatoes in storage. All right, so we needed washed potatoes. I think we need onions. Yep. I know we need sea salt and herbs and spices. Herbs and spices. We should also need some sea salt. All right, so what else are you going to need? What am I missing? We need corn, and then we'll grab cheese and power cells. So we need some corn. Oh yeah, corn for the popcorn. So let's throw that in there. Because popcorn's in the variety pack. So let's get you out of the way. So let's grab cheese and power cells. So which warehouse has cheese in it? You have cheese. Let's spawn out some cheese. And you should be sitting there waiting for us. You are. So let's spawn out some power cells. Yeah, you're over here. So let's grab some power cells. Let's grab our truck. And what size pallet am I on? I'm on regular size pallets. Perfect. Let's put the power cells on first and then put the cheese on top of the power cells. This way the battery acid won't run down on top of the cheese. The cheese will run down on top of the power cells. If I can drive and look at chat at the same time. Alright, so let's grab our cheese. I've checked this building like 3 times in the editor to, because I thought there was an extra light in it. I can't find it. It looks like there's an extra light in it. It's acting like there's an extra light in it. I just can't find it. Alright, so let's drop this off. And then I think the only other thing we need is water. Now I think all of my pallets go back here into this pallet trigger. Let me back the camera back out so I can see. Alright, it's taking the power cells. Will it take the cheese? It's taking the cheese. Alright, so all the pallets get dropped off here. Alright, so the only thing you need now, I think, is water. Alright, I'm going to drop you here. I'm going to go find my tanker. Where do I leave my tanker? There it is. And we got a lot of pallets to check. Make sure everything spawns out of all the factories. Alright, so water. I know the glass factory is good because I already put some of those into storage. So the glass factory I'm not going to need to check. Alright, water should go in this trigger here. And then we should have smoke coming out of this factory now. We do. So that fired this factory up. Now let me get this out of the way. And we'll check the global company menu. And then we'll check our other factories and our warehouses. Alright, so you should now be fired up. And you are, so you're active. Alright, so let's come over here. Since we're here, let's check Heinz first. So I should be able to spawn out. There we go. So there's our Heinz variety. Let's check the warehouse to make sure the warehouse is going to work. What do I want? I want you. Alright, so let's grab these guys. Can I squeeze down the middle? Barely. No, that was a disaster. Alright, hold on. Alright, so there's our Heinz variety. Now, which warehouse it goes in is beyond me. It's one of the refrigerated warehouses. Oh, Wise variety. So the potato chips will go in this factory. Where's my Heinz? We're over here, building G. So let's make sure those triggers work. Are you building G? I think it's this one. let me zoom in a little bit so we can see. Oh, this warehouse may be full. It may not even take these. Yeah, it looks like this warehouse is already full, but let's see if it'll take them. Yeah, that's all it's going to take. Which is good. We can go test the sell point. We can see if the sell point works. Alright, so let's grab who's buying. Who is buying Heinz variety? Castle Sports Bar, Sally's. Oh, the diner. Diner's right across the bridge. So let's head over to the diner. We don't have to drive that far. Can we sneak ahead of this car? No, better let this car go. Yeah, I think we're going to work on the new map after lunch. I need a break from factories. I've been working on factories for 3 days. So I think we'll work on the new map for a little while. Oh, so that trigger is going to need to be adjusted. Oh, no, they're selling. They just unload. Oh, that trigger. Yeah, this trigger may need to be adjusted. Now let's try it this way. Because adjusting these cell triggers is a nightmare. Yeah, I just leave them on the truck and they'll sell fine. Alright, so let's go back and check the other 3 factories and the warehouses to make sure they work. Let's check the new leather factory since we're right here. And we'll check the warehouses for these guys. So let's spawn out. We don't have a lot, so let's spawn out like 2 saddles and 2 boots. So here's our saddles. And then there are our cowboy boots. So, which warehouse do saddles and boots go in? Actually, let me grab my notebook. I don't even have to walk over to the factory. So, saddles and boots are going to go into building E. So you should be here, right? Yep, saddles and boots, and we don't have any in here yet. And then we'll check a sell point. That's why I only spawned out a few of the pallets. So let's grab these guys. And building E. Oh, cool. So that trigger's working. Let's wait for them to show up in here, and we'll make sure they spawn back out. Let me go up on my speed for a couple seconds. There we go, back down. Alright, so saddles. Let's spawn them back out, and let's grab our boots. Spawn them back out. Perfect. So the warehouse is working. And let's test one of the sell points. So who is buying saddles and boots? Mary's, oh, Lucy's right across the bridge. So let's head to Lucy's. Yeah, I didn't have to use any of the new empty warehouses yet for the product that I just built into the map. So I squeezed it all into some of the existing warehouses. So we got plenty of room for future factories. So let's make sure that they sell. And I'm going to drop them on the ground first just to see if they sell. Perfect. And let's go back and check Old Man's Mill. Yeah, I've been playing the Homestead map a little bit at night, and I've been playing this map a little bit at night, trying to build up some supplies. Because my non-test map, my realistic play, I don't have much at all. I don't even have the, I only own the coal mine, the ore mine, and the rock crusher, and I own Mammoth Mill. That's all I own in, I think, 2 fields. I just bought the sand mine last night. So I don't even have the concrete factory running yet. Alright, so Old Man's Mill. Let's grab 2 walkers. Let's grab 2 wheelchairs. And let's grab 2 feather dusters. Make sure they all spawn out. Ooh, they're right behind me. So there's our walkers. Here's our wheelchairs. And then here are our feather dusters. Yep. Alright, so let's check the warehouse for those. And again, I have no idea what warehouse they go in. So let's see what warehouse they go in before I grab my trailer. They go here, but this warehouse is almost full. So walkers, wheelchairs, and feather dusters. So building F. And, well, here's my truck. All right. So let's make sure that the warehouse works. Alright, so alright, so that works. So let's grab like 5 of those. Let's grab like 5 of those and grab like 5 of those. Right? Yep. And let's find a sell point. Make sure that the sell points are going to work fine. And then the last factory we have to check is the potato chip factory. And then I'm going to break for lunch. And I'll check the log for errors. So where are we selling these? So walkers, wheelchairs, and feather dusters. Sally's, Dexter's, or Aldi's. I don't even know where they are on this map. Sally's, Dexter's, or Aldi's. Alright, Dexter's is right there. Alright. It shows you how often I play. I don't even know where the sell points are. Dexter's is here. Dexter's probably only takes the feather dusters. Oh, it took them all. Okay. So they're going to sell the sell points work. So there's no issue there. So now the last factory is the potato chip factory. And we may have to forward time a little bit. I don't even know if it had time to make one pallet yet. It didn't, so let's grab a little bit of time. Okay, so now, hang on, I know this one had sewage and trash. What else has sewage and trash that we need to test before we spawn those pallets out? So Heinz, you only make Heinz right, so you don't have no trash and sewage? No, you don't have no trash and sewage. Alright, so that factory's good. Leatherworks has no trash and sewage, so it should be fine. I think it was just leather and boots. It was. Old Man's Mill. Yeah, okay, let's check your trash and sewage. So let's grab a trash. Okay, here's a sewage truck. Let's make sure that those triggers work. Start filling. All right, so that works. So sewage works. Let's head over to Wise, since we're already in the truck, and see if the sewage works there. All right, so that's fine. Let's grab our trash truck. And back the camera out a little bit so we can see. And we'll head over to Old Man's Mill. So we should have trash. We do, so that's working. And we should have some trash over here. All right, so that's working. So trash and sewage works. Let's spawn out some pallets now. We'll check the warehouse and we'll check a sell point. Alright, so the pallets are spawning out. So there's our Wise variety pack. Now where the heck is my truck? Right here. Ooh, these may be a little bit tough to pick up. I didn't realize they were spawning so close to the building. Oh no, you're fine. So I think these were the first warehouse. So let's make sure these triggers work. Perfect. Now, my door closed behind me. My door did close behind me. So let's open you up. Let's spawn out Wise variety. And then close that door behind me. Yep. So let's grab these guys. And we'll find a sell point for these. I'm gonna have to go through these i3Ds in the map before I put the update out. I swear, either the lights are staying on or there's an extra light in there. So I got to look at these refrigerated warehouses. All right, so who is buying Wise? Oh, wrong one. Who's buying Wise variety? No use making them if we can't sell them. Oh, did I forget to put Wise in here? Oh no, we got Wise in here. Castle, sports bar. Oh, we'll just head across to the diner. I've already done that. I've already put new product into the map, put the update out, and forgot to add them to the sell points. And then had to put another update out. So now I force myself to test the sell points when I test the factory. Make sure I didn't miss it. All right. Well, that one case is outside of the trigger. Nope. Oh, they're selling weird again. Yeah, you're going to have to, if they don't sell properly when they're sitting on the ground, I'm going to have to adjust those triggers. Just leave it on the truck. See if it sells. Yeah, just leave them on the truck and sell them. So everything with the 4 new factories are working properly. I'll just make sure there's no errors in the log. I'm going to grab an early lunch and then come back in about 45 minutes and we'll do some work on the new map. We still have to finish the road system. We got a lot of work to do on the road system, yeah. We won't even get the road system finished today. That's how much work there is to do on the road system, yeah. So all these factories with the wooden barricades are still future use. So let me save this. Let me get out of here. New map. I am working on a new 16x non-islands map. That if you come back after lunch, you will see it's very early stages. There's only like day 3 build. So it's very, very, very early build. I'm going to throw y'all on ending soon while I check the log real quick and see if y'all have any more questions, comments, or concerns before I get out of here. And I'm just flipping through the log and then I'll check messages. The log, the game log for the 4 new factories are completely error-free, so there's no errors at all with the new factory, so that is awesome. I want to thank everybody for stopping in, taking time out of their day. Thank you for the new follows. Thank you for the new subs. You guys and gals are awesome. Give me about 45 minutes and I will be back.